Yes, people, what is happening? I hope everyone is doing extremely well. Now, today I'm going to go through one of the common issues that a lot of agencies face. And obviously, if you're new in the space or you've had an agency, but this is probably one of your problems, and it's actually signing models, because a lot of people don't keep up with the latest ways to actually sign models. And you're just going to be like the rest, sending too many DMs a day and not getting any responses or opens. And you're like, how the fuck do I fix this? And that's what I'm going to go through in this video. But just before we get into that, you can go and join the links in the description, the Telegram and the Discord. And there's a free course in the Discord. So literally just start watching the course. You don't need to put your email, put your phone number, anything like that. Just start watching the free course and start your business pretty much. So this is most people's current situation. Sending hundreds of DMs a day, like just aimlessly sending the DMs, just hoping for responses back. Send. Maybe getting a few opens and people telling you to fuck off, right? This is not how we're going to do it. You're probably getting very low responses. Nobody's going to book in a call with you, and you probably feel pretty demotivated because you're putting in all this work, or what feels like a lot of hard work, but you're not actually getting anything back, right? After this video, this is exactly what you're going to be able to do. You're going to be able to create leverage, right? And leverage is a shortcut to anything. Once you can create leverage, you can get things way easier. That's literally what leverage is, right? So you can pretty much use leverage to sign your first client, efficiently outreach to models, learn valuable skills along the way, and pretty much just start making some more money, right? So the first strategy that I wanted to go through is bay pages. Now, if you're unfamiliar of what bay pages actually are, they're pretty much theme pages on Instagram, which are posting a whole array of models. So it's not run by one person. Well, it is, but it's not one person's content. Someone is just using loads of different OF models content, putting it all on the page and growing these pages into like theme pages, promotion pages, right? Now, these promotion pages can be your biggest asset. And I'm going to tell you why, because once you've got a promotion page there that you can just use over and over again, you can offer things like free shout outs. You can promote your models onto it. You can use it as a marketing tactic, right? Because if you have a model that you're going to reach out to, you can say, right, we have this whole ecosystem of pages. We can post you on all of these pages and grow your brand pretty much in the first day of working together. So it just gives a massive incentive for a model to actually want to start working with you. And, you know, at the end of the day, they want to choose a good agency, right? So this automatically builds up a lot of trust. If you have, for example, a 100K IG page, literally just posting other people's reels, that is enough for a model to be like, right, they've got some assets, they can promote me on these assets, and it will make them more, you know, want to join your company, right? So you can literally just give free shout outs on these pages, free promotions, free collab posts, and then later down the line, they're probably going to ask for more, which then you can say, you know, we could potentially work together, or however you want to play it, right? So they create trust, they give social proof, and they are leverage. You can literally build these pages for free, right? So you can create an account today, start taking other people's videos. It's not illegal to take people's videos. You're just making a theme page. Start taking people's videos, posting them on your account, obviously viral content, right? Growing the account organically. And in probably about 3 to 4 months, you're going to have a 100K IG page. So, you know, you've now become valuable to an OnlyFans creator because you have these assets behind you. So yeah, and you can also use these pages for outreach, right? Although, you know, models are going to be coming to you saying, look, can I get some promotion, please? You can also outreach on these pages. You can say, look, do you want a free shout out? Whatever you want to do. So bay pages is one of the best ways to leverage like assets to actually get clients, right? So yeah, I would definitely suggest starting a bay page. Now that's strategy 1 that I wanted to go through. Strategy 2 is strategic partners. So you can outreach to a bunch of individuals that have leverage, use their leverage in return for a percentage of the creator's revenue. Choose wisely. So recently we started working with people who actually own the theme pages. So you know these that I was just talking about? We now work with a few guys who own big ecosystems of Instagram pages who can all do outreach for us. Now, although we do have pages ourselves, which we outreach on and give like free shout outs, etc., you can also use other people's leverage to pretty much, you can just use their leverage to sign models, right? It doesn't have to be your leverage. So today I bought a page for $4.5K, right? $4,500. Now you might not be able to do that yet. However, if I had this page and someone was to reach out to me saying, look, if you help refer someone to our agency, we'll give you a percentage. I'll be like, oh, sure, pretty much free money, right? So that's what people are doing. So people with these ecosystems of pages are pretty much getting a referral fee for the lifetime value of the model through literally just referring them to the agency. It's as simple as that. So this, you're going to be creating the babe pages, you're going to be creating these theme pages, and this, you're going to be partnering with people. It can be influencers, but it's a lot easier to partner with people who are owners of these types of pages, right? Because they have less DMs, and they're probably not making that much money from their pages. So, you know, if they can start doing something else which brings an easy stream of revenue without much extra work, they're probably going to go ahead with it. So those two are ones that you can, you know, I would highly suggest building up. If you don't have a lot of money, then literally just build these up over time and you'll have assets in like 3 to 4 months. These are big assets and you can even sell them for like 5 to 10K, right? I just bought one for 5K today. So you can see how valuable they are. But the next one I want to come on to is purchasing model contracts. So this is a bit of a weird one, right? And I've had some not the best experiences with this. So I wouldn't suggest this. However, you can find gems in these group chats. So pretty much, what are model contracts? What are the benefits? What are the negatives? What to look out for? Let me go through these. So how does it work? Pretty much, there'll be big Telegram communities who are selling model contracts. So the model's signed to an agency, and that agency is then selling that contract to another agency. It would range anywhere from $500 for a contract to $10,000 for a contract, right? So what are the benefits? No outreach. That's the first benefit. Second benefit is the contract's already signed. So you literally just pay and you're ready to go. Now, that is about it for the benefits. What are the negatives? Now, there's a shit ton of negatives, and there's a few things that you want to take into account when actually buying the contracts. First thing, why would an agency sell this contract? If she was such a good, high quality model, why would the agency sell it? Now, you have to think about that, right? Does the agency just need $500 instead of getting her up to $5,000 and then taking 50% of that? It doesn't really make any sense to me. So, you know, you really have to think to yourself, why would anyone sign this? Why would anyone sell this contract if it was so good, right? That's one of the negatives. That, you know, there's often a lot of bad things about these models. So it could be that they ran away from their last agency. I've actually got a funny story about this. A model stole from me once. She stole from me. We'd done the service, everything was good. And after I found out that she was literally agency hopping, it was literally $1,000 she stole from me. Over the hundreds of thousands I've made is not really that that deep. I didn't really care. But she stole from me, right? Obviously we had to get her accounts banned, etc. Like her 100K IG was gone, etc. That was done within a day. However, literally 2 weeks ago, I saw that same model as a contract being sold in these group chats. And I was just like, what an unlucky cunt. The guy who actually says, right, I'm going to buy that contract. And he's just going to get robbed by a model, right? So that's something that you have to look out for. We hardly ever get anyone stealing from us or issues with payments when we actually vet them ourselves. Because obviously once you pay for the model contract, that's it, right? You can't really go back. You can't be like, oh no, she hasn't paid. They don't care. So there's always like different stipulations with these contracts that you have to be aware of. Another thing is obviously you don't get to talk to the model first. That's another negative, right? You don't get to talk to the model, see how much time a day she has, see what she's about, see if she's a nice person, see if she would be good to work with. So there's a whole load of negatives, not too many benefits. However, it can work. You know, you can buy a contract and it's maybe a girl from Argentina, right? And the only reason she's being sold is because that agency doesn't have models from Argentina. It could be that reason, right? Or it's a Spanish model. So the agency's chatters can't speak Spanish. So that could be a reason. So yeah, those are some of the things that you really, really want to look out for. Now, this is the next thing I want to come on to, personal brand. Now, I would highly suggest get the first 3 done first, because that's going to give you enough capital to actually be able to have some disposable income to be spending on your personal brand, right? So, create informative content, helping OnlyFans creators. So, you know, you want a professional camera setup, you want good editing, and you basically just want to give tips on camera of how a potential creator could grow their OnlyFans. Because, you know, a lot of creators, 90% of OnlyFans creators make under $1,000 a month. You probably didn't know that, but they make under $1,000 a month. So there's a lot of creators in the space who do need help. And the reason why creating content is so good is because, first of all, it helps you get out there. Second of all, you're giving away value for free, which the creator can actually go and put into play, be like, shit, these guys know what they're talking about, and then come back for more information, right? And then you can get into a conversation. And, you know, you can get inbound leads from this. If you're posting Instagram Reels, if you're posting TikToks, these can all bring inbound leads from OnlyFans creators watching them. And then they'll pretty much DM you being like, right, I saw you said this. Can you help me with this as well? And then from there, you can book in a call, right? And then the third reason is obviously because it builds trust and credibility, which is one of the most important things in this business model, because this business is full of a bunch of shady people, agency owners mainly, a few creators, but mainly agency owners who don't run their business correctly, who don't follow rules, etc., etc. And you want to stand out as a trustworthy agency owner. And that is what's going to get your foot in the door of a model. And that is what's going to increase the likelihood that she actually signs with you. Talent scouting. So, how can you find people to talent scout? This is the 4th way I would say to outreach. Now, do you know a guy who's like a super Chad who chats to every single girl, who's just really, really good at making friends? Do you know one guy like that? Most likely you probably do. Same thing as the strategic partners. This will basically be like an in real life strategic partner, right? Who maybe want to go to nightclubs, find OnlyFans girls to work with, go to gay bars, find OnlyFans guys to work with, right? It could literally be anything. So one of these Chad guys who can literally make friends with anyone, they can be really valuable to your agency. So is it morally incorrect? I'd say not really. You know, for us as an agency, we only work with creators who already do OF or are 100% sure that they want to do it, right? We would never really, us personally, we would never be like, right, you should go on OF, because I don't think that's that morally correct. I think it should be a girl's choice to decide, right, this is something I want to do, now let me get help for it. So we wouldn't do it. Is it morally incorrect? I would say a little bit. However, just be nice, be kind, and there's certain way to go there's certain ways to go about things where you're still being a good person whilst trying to do your business. So just think about that. And yeah, that is pretty much the talent scouting part of it. It can be really good. Just literally just shout a guy that you know who's a super Chad. He can go out to chat to loads of people. He probably knows OF models already, and pretty much offer him a percentage of what the model makes every single month. So say, for example, 10% of what the model makes for as long as she's working with you. And it gives a good incentive for him to actually put the time in, go out there and find the models. So the next thing I want to talk about is simping for models. So what I mean by this is basically giving a shit ton of free value, which is going to cost you money, but is going to build up their trust in you a huge, huge amount. So you can subscribe to their OF. You can see how they're currently chatting. You can find struggling creators via Reddit, offer them free traffic without asking for any return, learn how to provide traffic for a model. This traffic can come from Reels, Twitter, Reddit, dating apps. And once they see you can actually get results for them, they will easily sign to your agency, right? Like if you say to a model, right, we want to run you on Tinder, I want to do a completely free trial for you on Tinder. Literally just send us some selfies and we get you 20 subs by next week. And you get the 20 subs and you haven't charged her a penny. That model is going to be like, fuck. Like if they've done this for me for free, if I actually pay them to do this, what are the results going to be like, right? So I talk about it a lot. It's all about like the reciprocity. If you do something for someone, they will feel obliged to do something back if you haven't asked for anything in return, right? So it's a really good way to like get your foot in the door. Also, it's a good way to learn your traffic, because if you can provide traffic, even if you can't sign a model, you can work with agencies who need traffic and you can make money that way instead. If you don't exactly know how to do that, just follow the channels in the description, Telegram and Discord, and ask me and I'll go into a bit more further. But it lets you practice your traffic methods and really get them down to a T. So there's literally no downside apart from it costing a bit of money. But if you've got a bit of money, then this is a good way to do things. So they are the 5, did I go through 5 ways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ways. They're the 6 ways, I would say, the most updated ways to outreach. Now, if you want all of my exact strategies for all of these methods, all of my SOPs, everything that I do in a business on a day-to-day, pretty much how to run your business, we're doing a coaching program in the Telegram below. You can pretty much just DM me. We can get you inside, see if you're the right fit, and yeah, go from there. But yeah, I hope this video helped and you guys have a good rest of your day.